guy went and told the cops, like, I think you guys should investigate this place because, like, I hit and this is fucked up, right? So they investigated it. Turns out they found drugs over there. And that led to them finding out that people were drugging women, like a date rape drug.
Oh, wow.
For prostitution.
For prostitution or rape.
Like taken.
Not taken, just used.
Hey, this is
Not
not,
in
this,
each
this is not,
room.
This
It
is
was
not
just
funny,
like-
Tiffany. This is not funny. This is very serious. Okay.
Yeah, it's because one, drugs is like a big no-no over there. Like even weed, if you
Right.
get caught with weed, you're fucked.
You're going to jail.
You're
right
going to jail.
away.
Yeah.
Shit, I got
No
caught.
1 gram, like you get
Jail
away
here.
kind of
Yeah.
thing.
So this is like huge news in Korea right now. And then what happened was this guy, Senguri, I guess he has like this group chat in his phone that has a bunch of other celebrities in there. And then
Like Korean celebs.
Korean celebs.
Yeah, that's
And
really
then
told it.
I forgot who found it, but somebody leaked it, and then they found like their conversations saying shit like, like, oh, I drugged this girl and I raped her pretty much, and they're like all laughing about it.
Oh, wow.
And shit.
So he's caught. It ain't like he's
he's
not
caught.
speculation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
done.
caught. Yeah, it's real.
Oh, wow.
Damn, yo.
And one of the other guys, he goes by the name of Chung Jun Young, or JYJ. He's a singer that was in that chat room as well, and he was spreading his pretty much self-made porn videos.
Oh, wow.
But he was recording without the consent. It was a hidden camera. And he would send it to them and be like, yo, I just, had sex with this girl. And they're like, oh, shit, like, did you drug her? Shit like that. It's fucking insane.
Was this regular girls or were these K-pop girls?
So the rumors, from my knowledge, it's there's rumors of K-pop girls, and a lot of them are just like regular girls
Or trainees?
or trainees, stuff like that. Yeah, he's fucked. It's funny too because I actually know this guy personally.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so the audition show that I was on, he won I think he won first or second place. But I've chilled with this guy. And
You got any group chat messages lately?
I do not.
Were you
but-
involved in
no,
this?
No, 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 no.
How
no, no,
how
no.
close were you with Mr. JYJ?
Not to the
When was the
point
last
I'm doing
time were
all
you
that.
there?
Yeah.
You were in
Where
Korea.
were you April 21st?
But like when I was
2017?
chilling with him, I can honestly say that I'm not surprised that this happened to him because those dudes who are just like kind of crazy about girls and like that's all they
But that's not the right way of going about it. If you're that famous and popular, I'm sure you can get the girls.
That's
You
what's so
know?
crazy. I think the same thing about like it happened to an NFL player here not like a few years ago, and I'm thinking you can have just about any woman you want. You're rich, you're handsome.
Like, were you that desperate?
Why?
Another big thing though is so hidden camera filming is extremely illegal over there to the point where how you can turn your shutter sound off on your phone? Korea is the only country where you cannot do that.
Right.
Oh, wow.
It's impossible to take off your shutter sound because it's such a big issue.
Any
Yeah.
cameras has to have a sound.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like such a big thing over there. Like if you get caught doing it, you're fucked. So, and he's been doing it and he's a celebrity and he's raping girls. Like,
I wonder how much
Or
time he's
allegedly
facing.
he's related to every single one of those.
Yeah. So
that he's being
this
charged
is like a
with.
national thing that's going on over there, dude. It's insane. But
But also at the same time, some people are saying, like old Korean people are stating that this just popped up. It's been happening for a very long time. It just popped up because politics is so corrupt over there right now that with previous Korean female president, like first-time president Park, what was her name? Park Geun-hye, getting thrown off from the presidency, that the new guy popped up, Moon Jae-in, and Moon Jae-in is making up so many issues, like creating so much issues throughout the whole thing, and sending so much rice to North Korea and everything, that in order to hide his issues, they're leaking out all these like informations about top celebrities.
Like America.
Right, trying to play the political game.
That just said for prostitution is 3 year. He's facing up to 3 years. But I wonder.
That's it.
It's kind of low. But that's only for the prostitution part. I think it may be.
there's gonna be more.
Yeah,
Right.
like this.
Here's the thing about Senguri though. So him, the Big Bang guy, he's rich as fuck. Like he's got a bunch of businesses. He's making a lot of money, so he's gonna lawyer up. The other guy, he's just fucked. Like,
Because he doesn't have anything.
yeah, he doesn't have
Somebody-
anything.
your best friend?
He's not my best friend. Yo. This is
Chill with.
The one who's in the group chat with.
yeah, I just
Hey,
know
we,
the dude.
we
I just
got
know
to
the dude.
remove him from our group chat too, because we don't.
Hey, you better spend every moment with your wife.
I just,
Guilty
close.
by
Does your
association.
wife know about this?
I just know the dude.
Oh,
My
wow.
girl actually speculated too, because
Hey, don't try to bring
About
her
you?
into
Yeah,
this.
she's dead.
she was like,
You know, girls have that
I'm trying
instinct.
to implicate
well, she was
her.
no. She was mad at me one day, and she was like, this, the whole thing was going on, and I was like, yeah, I remember like when I was in Gangnam with him and his brother like chilling. I mean, I could totally tell like they were kind of like that, or they're. I'm not surprised of what happened, and then she starts speculating like, oh yeah, so like, what the fuck was you doing with them? I'm like, nah, I mean, I wasn't doing that. We just out chilling, you know what I'm saying? And I left, but
No, but in Korea, there's a saying that 친구 따라 강남 간다, where like you're gonna follow your friends to wherever it's gonna.
nah,
end
we ain't
up.
that close. We ain't that close. We ain't that close. No.
But you were chilling with his brother and stuff too.
I just met them, okay? I met them.
You dig yourself in the
See,
hole.
yeah, see how they went from best friends to now he just met him.
No. We was not best friends. I never said best friends.
Stories change.
Never said best friends. That night, I was so broke, I didn't have money to go to the club, so I went home. That's what happened.
Aw.
Oh yeah.
Well, we don't have any evidence, so we'll
Yeah.
never know.
Right.
Mhm.
God
Right.
knows. God knows.
But yeah, man. Like I think the last I saw, like I think he's sentenced for 7 years.
Oh man.
But
So
they're
you've been keeping up with this.
yeah, because I mean I know the dude. Like
Seeing what you got,
Yeah.
on the table.
We can't let you off that easy. He's trying to get out.
Jesus, man.
He's trying to get to
Bruh.
the next topic.
Justice will be served 2019. I'm putting nothing past nobody.
But
But that's rough though. I like I said, if that's which it is true evidently, that's pretty bad. That's some bad stuff, and they should do some time for that.
yeah, and the Korean judicial system, like their punishment system, it's not like America, where you'll be locked up for fucking forever for that kind of shit. Here, I feel like, right? But over there, they're a little bit more, lenient, I guess, because they have the thought of we can literally like ruin this guy's life because we throw him in jail.
Like if you're younger, if you don't have any, history before, then
Right.
they're gonna like hook you up, let
Kind
you
of be
go.
lenient.
Which is,
Right.
I mean, I kind of get it too because dudes that go to prison or jail for extended
I don't know dudes that go to prison or jail.
Right.
Do you?
for an extended period of time. For an extended period of time, they get caught up in the system, and that's all they know.
Right.
It does. It really doesn't do anything good for them.
Right. No, it doesn't at all. It should be reformed. It should be, teach them some type of trade or skill or something. It should be something more to it than just you serving time behind bars. It should be more than that.
The
So-
funny thing is, Big Bang, like that group itself, has so many issues going on alone.
Like
So
within the group?
Sungni, right? The Sungni guy just got caught for prostitution,
Mm-hmm.
illegal drugs, and everything. Another guy allegedly created him getting. He got into a car accident, and because he was so famous, he was able to just get into a top hospital in Korea for free and no issues, nothing attached to it, and he just got the best deals out of it all because he was famous.
How many members
And
are
they
in the group?
mad?
It's like 5 of them: GD, Taesong, Top, Sungni, and right.
I have to go back and listen to them now. I do my research after. What were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say like, okay, so you said people were mad that he got all that treatment and all that,
Right, because it's not fair.
right? So,
That's normal here, isn't it?
well, kind of. And I want to ask you this because you're kind of in the entertainment industry. So, like, I mean, if you become, I don't know, like the Timbaland, the J-pop or whatever, and you got clout like that, and people just give you stuff, are you gonna take it? Or you gonna be like, nah?
Oh yeah, I'm
we
gonna take it.
Right.
I kind of
I
expect
mean, there's a
it.
difference between
Yeah.
between somebody like a fan giving you a letter or like little gifts here and there versus a whole hospital treating you and catering to you when they could be actually caring to people who are actually sick.
But I think, like I said, I guess I kind of expect that sort of stuff, for celebrities.
Yeah.
In a sense, because I know certain people that are not even nationally famous, but they're locally famous where I'm from, even. But if they're in the hospital,
Do you pay for it?
you do
Right, he didn't.
When I say pay for it, it may be through donations, advertisements, or other forms, but they'll be treated different. You know, they're in the hospital under an alias. Or some of these guys, when they go to hotels, they're comp most of this stuff. And I was gonna say, a lot of these celebrities, even here, they don't expect to pay for anything. I used to work in Lids in the mall, the hat shop, and the Falcons players were my main clients. But when they first started coming, they'd be like, "Hey man, well, I gotta pay for these hats. Come on, let me get it." I'm like, dude, how much money you think I got? Like I'm struggling to try to make it, and you just signed an $8 million deal, but you don't want to pay for your hats.
But
So-
okay, here's the thing. So I met a guy, one of the famous wrestler in where I worked, and
Like WWF.
yeah,
Yeah.
Wait,
Ric
who?
Flair, I bet.
Wait,
I
who?
know, it's
Wait,
Ric
wait, wait.
Flair.
I'm not name dropping nobody right
No,
now.
name drop.
Okay.
Was
And
Was Nature Boy.
this
Was it The Rock?
this guy literally wanted to cut in line and wanted to make
Yeah.
sure that he gets special
wasn't The Rock.
treatment.
The Nature Boy.
Right.
Man.
It was Ric Flair.
I'm not saying.
Are we allowed to say that? Yeah, it was Ric Flair.
Yeah.
I know it was.
wa-
I know
was
it.
Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So
I got his number, by the way.
Hey,
and
I
we all,
want to call Ric
do.
Flair.
Right.
I don't have his
And
number.
this
He wouldn't
guy
wait in
comes
line.
in. Yeah, he didn't want to.
He wouldn't have to.
And it was like one of the busy times where you have to wait. There are so many people over here waiting for you, like waiting in line and just to get service and stuff. And you're going to come over here acting like you're still a nature boy.
If Ric Flair
You're-
walks in, he's getting first class service. That's Ric Flair.
I don't
Okay,
know about that.
so The Rock is my favorite wrestler and one of my
I agree.
favorite people.
Mhm.
So, like, to somebody else, Ric Flair is to them is to The Rock is to me.
That's what
and
Rick
if
is to
The
me.
Rock came into fucking Chipotle and shit was wrapped around.
You work in Chipotle?
No, I'm talking about if I was
As an
if I was like
example.
if I was like in the back of the line or something, and The Rock came in and he was like, "Do I smell?" First place in line, I'd be like, "Hell yeah!" Can I get a picture? And I wouldn't be tripping,
Right.
Because it's The Rock.
Nah, but the thing is though, like he was kind of an asshole about it.
Right.
Oh, you were there.
Yeah,
It's not the first time he came by.
yeah.
It's Ric Flair.
He comes by. He's like regular.
yeah.
Right.
It's Ric Flair.
And there's one guy that always treats him specially. So since he wasn't there that time, he felt like some type of way about it.
That would be me.
Right. And there was actually a Falcon
Boy.
player, football player that came by in our store too. But their management actually called in ahead of time, letting us know that, this person's going to come
That's how
by.
it really should be. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then we're gonna, treat you nicely because you already made a reservation and you're, you wanted that specific thing.
And we can get
Right.
that because, like, I'm sure they don't want a crowd around them while they're trying to get things done. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
stuff like that I get, but if you're just coming in by yourself and just being an asshole, I mean, dude,
But that's the what you just said is kind of like the celebrity of the of him being in the car accident. He wants to get in quietly as possible, get the best care, and get out. So that's privilege. Artist, celebrity privilege is what it is.
But who are you mad at?
The
Are you?
hospital?
I'm
are
not
you-
mad at anybody, but
okay.
this is like allegedly
Who's
some of the
wrong?
things that are actually going on in that group alone, and people are just talking about how you should be treated the same way. I get that you're a celebrity,
are you talking about G Dragon's
right.
when he
The
was
Kumbyong Tuke?
when he was hurt during the military?
Is that what it was? Kumbyong Tuke?
I think that's what it is.
There was like two different things. Taesong, a car accident,
Mhm.
and then Chidi with Kumbyong.
Okay, so
Like
with that though, that's kind of the same concept because, like, I kind of agree with that because so pretty much if you're a certain rank, when you're in the hospital for the military, you're kind of in just quote unquote general population. You're with like a bunch of people in the room, like 4 or 5 dudes in the room, right? A rank above that, you're isolated from everybody. It's just like you and maybe another bunkmate, so 2 people tops. So G Dragon, he got that care, like him and a roommate. But the reason they did that was because, when you're injured in the military, you still got to serve. So you got to get better. You have to rest.
Right.
So when you're in general population like that, you get visitors and shit, and him being who he is, if he gets all that attention, do you think any of those other soldiers are going to be able to rest, or do you think he's going to be able to rest?
So that makes sense then.
Yeah.
So let me ask you something. So even the entertainers have to serve in the military?
hell
as well?
yeah.
Even the
As a
celebrity.
Korean male, you
Yeah.
have to serve
So-
in the military.